John, thank you for taking time to speak to us this evening ahead of the match. Obviously, the big news at the moment is the takeover of the club, the change of ownership. What is your first thinking about that? How are you feeling about that?
My first reaction has to be that it's very positive, and the noises that we're hearing from our new owners are exciting and look as though it's going to bring us a better future.
And how much interaction have you had with these new owners?
In the main, I've and the board have had discussions with Henning Christofferson, the principal, and he has been our conduit and our link throughout all of the negotiations. As you'll appreciate, neither my board nor Dumbarton Football Club have been privy to the sale and purchase, but they have been keeping us appraised of developments and progress as they've gone through it.
There's been rumblings for a while about a Norwegian group coming on board. How long have you known about it?
The board have known about it in excess of a year, and we've been aware of the ongoing discussions, and it's fair to say that they've been reasonably transparent all the way through with the board that I have here at Dumbarton.
Can you expect to see any immediate changes at the club?
Too early to answer that question. Currently, we only have the announcement that you've seen yourselves. We are to be having detailed meetings with Henning and the consortium as and when the season is finished. They're very much leaving us to finish the business that we have in hand, and they will be meeting with us and they'll be fleshing out their plans for the future after the season is finished.
In terms of some of the plans that we have seen from the new group that have came in, how realistic do you think they are in terms of being a full-time club, being a championship club?
I have to believe that they are realistic. I see it as being in two strands. There's the footballing side, which Henning is in charge of, and all of the proposals that he's indicated to us are ones that appear viable and which we are supportive of. There's, on the other side of the coin, or the second strand, is the property element, which is the initial development and building out of the planning consents which already exist for the ground, the 5 detached houses and the flats, and the proposed move again by the consortium to Young's Farm, but this time without the housing element, which was the issue the last time.
In terms of the move to Young's Farm, is it the same as the kind of football stuff? You just have to trust that they know what they're doing and it's going to pay out?
The answer to that question is yes, and I'm comforted in that this time on board with the respective companies are architects who have expertise and have previously worked on similar developments.
Do you think this is good news for Dumbarton Football Club?
The honest answer to that question is yes, in that over the last few years, without being in any way critical, we have stagnated because of the lack of engagement and the lack of investment by our previous owners, and this can only be upwards, and it has to be better.